So in this video, we're going to look at section 7.8 inequalities. So you again want to get out the notes that I gave you in class on this section and pull them out. If you don't have them, again, pause and go find them, and then we will get started. So we are going to talk about inequalities in this lesson. And so inequality is another type of mathematics statement. These are inequalities, like less than, greater than, those are your inequalities. And an inequality symbol is used to compare the values of two numbers. And we pretty much have four inequality symbols. So we have less than, and so that means strictly less than, and it goes this way. Less than or equal to, which means the number can be smaller than, or it can be equal to. Less than means the number is smaller than this value. Greater than, which is like this, or greater than and equal to. So those are our four inequality symbols. And you want to make sure you know the direction of each one. So when we do an inequality statement, we always do that the small is less than the large, okay? Or we say the large is greater than the small. So for example, we could say like 5 is less than 10, or I could write it as 10 is greater than 5, okay? Now be careful with negative numbers. Remember, like -4 is less than -2, or -4 is greater, sorry, nope, -2 is greater than -4. So think again when you're on a number line, the numbers more to the left are smaller, or think about it in terms of money. If you owe $4 or you owe $2, you're more in debt or you have less money if you owe $4. So we're going to take a moment and compare these. So what I'd like you to do is to pause and to try to fill in the correct inequality symbol, and then come back and you can check your answers with me. Okay, so what we're going to do is, again, we're going to use the less than or greater than symbol between the numbers to make each statement true. So we have, again, -5 and -8. Again, think of a number line. If you have a number line, this is -5. This is -8. So -8 is smaller than -5. So -5 is greater than -8. And we need the greater than symbol. -2 is smaller than 0. So I need -2 is less than 0. And for these two, we have to actually multiply them out. So we know -4 times -5 is a +20. -3 times 4 is a -12. 20 is the bigger number, so we want the inequality symbol to open towards the 20. Okay? And so again, the mouth of the symbol always opens to the larger number. So we're going to solve inequalities, equations pretty much, but they have an inequality statement, and so we call them inequalities instead of equations. And we also want to be able to determine if a number is a solution to an inequality. So it's the same idea as doing equations. We are going to substitute the value in place of each variable. We'll perform the arithmetic on each side. The difference is we need to see if it results in a true statement. And if it does, then it is a solution. And if it doesn't, then it is not a solution. Okay, and a true statement will be just like this one. When I plug in 4, does this give me this side is less than 20? And if that number is smaller or less than 20, then it's true. If that number is greater than 20, then it's not true. So what we do is the same thing. If we want to see if something's a solution, we plug it in. We say, okay, 4 times 4, we simplify, is 16. Is 16 less than 20? Is that true? And that's yes, true. Okay, 16 is less than 20. So 4 is a solution. So it's the exact same idea as with an equations, except it's not going to be equal. You're just going to have to instead compare the numbers to see if it's true or false. So I have two more examples. Determine if the given value is a solution to the inequality. And again, if you feel comfortable, I'd recommend pausing, doing it, and then checking your answers. But it says, is -5 a solution to 4x minus 5 is greater than or equal to -25? So I'm going to plug in, again, -5 for any x that I see. Okay, so I'm trying to see, is this true? And then I'm going to simplify, and we have to follow order of operations. So I'm going to multiply first. Okay, so 4 times -5 is -20. I'm going to do -20 minus 5, which is -25, greater than or equal to -25. And because we have the equal sign, this is a true statement. So yes, -5 is a solution. If we did not have the equal sign, then it would not be true. But because it says greater than or equal to, that is a true statement. Okay, and then the last one is 0 a solution to 5x minus 10 being greater than 3x minus 2. So everywhere I see an x, I'm going to plug in 0. And then I'm going to simplify both sides to see if this is true. Okay, so 5 times 0 is 0. And 0 minus 10 is -10. So on the left side, I get -10. 3 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 2 is -2. And so we're saying, is -2 greater than or bigger than, this is again greater than, -2. And remember, a number line, -2 is more to the left. And so because it's more to the left, it's smaller. And so this is false. This is a false statement. And so 0 is not a solution. Okay, so that's the first part of the inequality notes. I'm going to make a few different short videos to kind of chunk it. So review this, and then when you're ready, you can watch the next video.